All right, it's finally time. It's winter here in Pennsylvania, almost Christmas. So the KLR is basically put away for the season. So it's finally time to do what I've wanted to do since day one when I brought this thing home. And that is to make it lime green like the KLX here and get rid of the lava orange. I mean, a lot of guys like that lava orange right there. It looks good, but it's not my favorite. So what I'm gonna do to start this project, I'm gonna take the tank off, the tank and the side fairings, get them off, get them prepped, and I will mix up some Kawasaki green and I'll get them sprayed. And it will be professionally done because basically I've done custom paint work and collision repair. That's what I do. This is my shop. So we'll go ahead and get it down and I'll kind of go through all the steps of, you'll see me doing the paint work and getting it back on and see what it looks like. And right now, what we are doing is, I already took the Tusk crash bars off that were on here. Those are off. And of course, I'll have to take this off, which was one screw, pops out with grommets. Got that off. Then you have Allen head screws in various places all around the fairing. Of course, I took the screw out on each side of the seat bolt right here. And we have the seat loose, like that. And then, of course, I'll have two bolts here on the tank. And there will be, if not any other bolts on the tank, it will slide out. I haven't had it off yet. It was out for the recall. This is a 2022, so the dealership did have the tank off. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to get the fuel pumped out of it here at some point because I think it's almost full. And that's going to suck. So yes, first priority. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually take all the decals off right now. It's going to be easier while everything's on the bike to just heat them up and pull them off. And I'm going to either recreate this one. New ones are like, I think almost 60 bucks or 40 bucks a side, I think. So I'll probably I have a signed vinyl cutter, so I will probably just cut something close out to that or just make something completely new up. So we'll go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get these decals off. Then I will get it torn down, and then we'll kind of get into the prep stage on it, and you can kind of play along with me and see how it goes. So stay tuned here. All right, got the heat gun out. Gonna heat up some decals, get them ripped off. Nice and warm. Couple little pieces right here yet. This little silver piece is a little more stubborn. I had two little nicks there, right here. That's why I had the silver piece on, because my black piece originally didn't cover it, so I put the little silver piece on to cover the two nicks that I had put on the bike. Alright, that's off. Did pretty good. Basically no adhesive residue after that. This is my little KC outside. This one will be a little more difficult, it's smaller. I had some of these little pieces of rubber in here that I put in myself because when it was brand new, this stuff was vibrating and driving me crazy. So I shoved some of this little rubber in there to stop it. Okay, got that one off. Now we got the factory one here, and I have a little Delcovic one up here. There you go. Okay, so we got that off right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, get that all stripped off, and then I will go back over here. This is pretty easy to get off. These have bolt, 3 up here, and then you got a couple down along the front. I'll get that pulled off, and then I'm going to see about getting maybe the tank emptied out, or at least get it loose. If I can get some help, maybe get it lifted up and get it off of there. But we'll go from there after I get the decals removed. All right, teardown is basically completed. Let's check it out. Right there. Tank and shrouds off. Take a good look at her there. Now here, when you're disconnecting the fuel tank, you're going to have the wire plug and of course your fuel line. Right here. Because you'll have to take this side panel off. You don't have to take it the whole way off, but to have a good view, you just get in here and there is one tab on the top of the male plug that goes in. You just flick that tab up and pull back, and that will come out of there. And up here on the fuel attachment here, this clip right here is on the whole way. Basically, you can see it how it is down on the fuel injector body. What I did is I put a hook tool, a pin underneath this each side, pried these both away from the black like this, away like that, left the pins underneath them, and then I put a screwdriver in this notch on the back and just pried this out. You may be able to get away with just putting a screwdriver in and twisting it and prying that out. I'm not going to tell you to do that, but it definitely worked the way I did it without breaking it. Now, before I attempted this, I actually ordered a new piece, a new elbow fitting and a new clip, just in case I broke this. I have one here, but everything went smooth and it came off. And of course, to get the tank loose, you have your 2 bolts here, 10 millimeter. Take those out, and then the tank just slides over top of these 2. There's a rubber round disc on each side, and you just lift the tank up and you can pull it right off. Now, mine was full of fuel, so it was a little heavy getting it off. It's empty now. And of course, once it's off, you open your gas filler lid and you have 2 Phillips head screws right here, and there'll be a little rubber grommet. Be careful when you pull the screws come loose. You pull it off, that little grommet will just roll away or fall off. So make sure you keep that in a safe place. And then of course I will have to pull these 2 out. And now I'm not doing, I know I'm a professional, but I'm not doing underneath. You don't see any of this on the bike. So I'm letting all this padding on. I'm not removing the fuel pump. That will all remain on. What I will probably do after because I will just mask this off. I will back mask this. This will all be masked off when I paint this green. So if anything afterwards, I will scuff this quick and just do like an aerosol black underneath here to black out the orange. Same with these side panels. I'll give them a scuff and blow some black primer all over the back just so they're black. Then I will let the green overspray go over it just as they did with the factory here. And of course the side panels, you have 2 larger Allen heads here. Then you have 3 Allen heads along the top here by the dash that have to come out, and then tucked in behind the front of the radiator area, you'll have Phillips head screws, 1, 2, 3 that come out. And then, let me figure out what side this is. Not that side, this is this side. Sorry about the camera. This, of course, will be on like that. And once all your screws are out, you just grab up here, nice and firm, and boop, pull that out. And you have that tit right there, and that tit that go in rubber grommets right there and right down there. Just be careful to pull straight out so you don't break your tits off there, and you'll be good to go. So, in the next episode, I will get these prepped. Okay, small minor delay there with the camera. So, I just finished going over the teardown here on the parts and what I did to remove them. So in the next video, I will be getting these pieces prepped up, and I have already mixed a lime green paint off of my tint board that's very close to the Kawasaki green, so we're ready to go there. I'll get these prepped. We'll get a coat of sealer on them, base coat, clear coat, and then they'll be all prettied up. I'll give them a little buff job, and we'll be getting them back on the bike. So stay tuned for the next episode. We'll do some prep work on them. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Get in the garage, do some work on your KLR. See ya.